Hi everyone, welcome to HNS Physics. This is your Narasimha. So in the previous class we studied about ray diagrams of convex lens and concave lens. So this concept is refraction of light at curved surfaces from 10th class. Right, today in this class I am going to explain a lens formula derivation and sign convention of convex lens and concave lens. So this is very important class for 10th class students, and also it is useful for foundation students from 8th class to 12th class students, and also it is useful for NEET, mains and advanced students. So that's why all of you concentrate, all my dear students, watch complete video. Especially I am giving important information based upon sign convention of convex lens and concave lens. So here lens formula derivation is not important for exam, but that formula is important. So based upon formula numerical problems is important. So if you know the sign convention of convex lens and concave lens, then only we can solve the numerical problems. So that's why this is very important class. All my dear students, watch complete video. So after watch the video, like, comment and share to your friends and subscribe my channel. Right, so let's start. First we have to see the lens formula derivation. So lens formula is nothing but, so it is the relation between the image distance, object distance and focal length of the lens is called lens formula. Once again listen my definition. So lens formula gives relation between the image distance, object distance and focal length is called lens formula. So see here the definition of lens formula. So the relation between image distance comma object distance and focal length is called lens formula. So what is that relation here? 1 by f equal to 1 by f equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. So this is the relation between the image distance, object distance and focal length of the lens. So where u is nothing but object distance, distance from the lens. Next v is nothing but image distance from the lens. Next f is nothing but focal length of the lens. So it is the lens formula gives relation between the image distance, object distance and focal length. Now we have to see the derivation of lens formula. To derive the lens formula, I am taking here convex lens or concave lens. So that lens formula is same for convex lens and concave lens. To derive this lens formula, I am going to take here convex lens, right? So this is the convex lens, right? So this is the principal axis. So optic center, so f1 to f1, right? Next f2 and to f2. Now if I take the object, when I am taking object, that object is placed at the 2f2 on left side of the lens. So I am taking one source of object. So that object name I am taking A, B. So one ray is passing parallel to the principal axis, and this ray is, that incident ray is incident on convex lens. So after the refraction, the ray passes through first to principal focus of the lens. Next, if I am taking one more ray, the ray passes through optic center, but the ray does not deviate, right? So after the refraction, these two refractor rays are meet at the 2f1 of right side of the lens, right? This is the object AB, and the height also I am taking here height of object h naught, and this is nothing but height of the image. It is denoted by h height, right? So AB name, other object name AB. So that image name also A dash and B dash. So when the object is placed at the 2f2, image is formed right side of the lens at the 2f1. So that image will be same size. So that means height of the object is equal to height of the image, right? So I am taking where the ray is incident on convex lens, at that point I am taking M. So this is nothing but your object distance. So it is nothing but image distance, and this is called focal length. This is nothing but focal length. So if you observe from the diagram, here there are two set of similar triangles are there. There are two set of similar triangles are there. So one is ABO and other one is A dash B dash O. So this is the one set of similar triangles. And come to second set. So that is MOF1, MOF1 and A dash B dash F1. So here in this diagram, two set of similar triangles are there. So I am taking first set of similar triangle. So that is triangle ABO and triangle A dash B dash O are similar triangles. So here similar triangles means the corresponding sides ratios are equal. So right, that is from here corresponding sides A dash B dash by AB equal to, right, A dash O A dash by OA. So consider as equation 1. Right, again I am taking one more set of similar triangles. So from the diagram, so that is triangle MOF1 and triangle A dash B dash F1 are similar triangles. So then we can write here. So we can write from that A dash B dash by MO equal to A dash F1 by OF1. A dash F1 by OF1. So consider as equation 2. This is the equation 2. But if you observe from the diagram, this MO height and this AB height are same height, parallel to each other. That is nothing but MO is nothing but here AB. So right, MOE is nothing but AB. So now we can equation 2 can write again. So what it will come? A dash B dash by AB equal to A dash F1 by OF1. So this is considered as equation 3. Now if you observe from equation 1 and 3, so left side A dash B dash by AB and here also A dash B dash by AB. So here left side values are equal. So that's why I am going to equate equation 1 and 3 mark. So from equation 1 and 3, from equation 1 and 3, so that is nothing but here O A dash by OA equal to A dash F1 by OF1. But if you observe from the diagram, we know the OA dash value, that is nothing but OA dash, that is nothing but image distance, and we know the OA value, so that is nothing but OA is nothing but that is object distance, and we know the A dash F1. So A dash, so sorry, we don't know this A dash F1, we know the OF1. OF1 is nothing but a focal length of the lens. So only this value is nothing but unknown value. So that value you can write in terms of known values. So here OA dash is nothing but image distance. We can take a positive value because the distance we are measuring in the direction of incident ray. That's why image distance is positive. Next to come to OA. OA is nothing but object distance, but we can take a negative sign because that distance we are measuring opposite to the incident ray. So that's why object distance is negative. Next to OF1 is nothing but a focal length. So that is small f. So that is positive because that value we are measuring in the direction of incident ray. But this value we can write, this is the unknown value. This unknown value you can write in terms of known value. So A dash F1 to get this value, I am taking OA dash minus OF1. That is nothing but OA dash is nothing but V minus F. So this is the A dash F1. So these are all values, these four values we can substitute in equation 4. These are considered as equation 4. So you can substitute these are all four values in equation 4. From equation 4, so what is the equation 4? From equation 4, so what is that equation 4? OA dash by OA equal to A dash F1. A dash F1 is nothing but OA dash. So A dash F1. A dash F1 is nothing but here A dash F1 by OF1. But OA dash is nothing but we got it value V, and OA is nothing but object distance, that is minus U, and this value we got it V minus F by F. Now we can do the cross multiplication here. We can do the cross multiplication. So that is VF equal to minus U into V minus F, right? So VF equal to minus UV. So minus into minus plus UF. So this value you can take left side and this value you can take right side. So that is nothing but UV equal to minus VF plus UF, right? UV equal to, so UF minus VF. So right, from right side I am taking F common. So that is U minus V. U minus V. So from here 1 by F equal to, I am going to write U minus V by UV. So that UV you can write individually. So 1 by F equal to U by UV minus V by UV. So where U cancel and V cancel. So 1 by F equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. So this is nothing but a length formula. So here 1 by F equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. So this formula is very important for numerical problems. So right now we have to see the sign convention of convex lens and concave lens. Sign convention of convex lens, very important. So I am taking a convex lens. So this is the convex lens, right? This is the principal axis, optic center F1 and 2F1, right? F2 and 2F2. For example, when I place the object between the F2 and 2F2, so generally we can take the incident ray direction, this one. When the object is placed between the 2F2 and F2, generally image is formed here. So that is nothing but here that image, enlarged image. So this is the height of the object and this is the height of the image. So where this is nothing but object distance and this is nothing but image distance, and this is called focal length, right? So if you observe object distance is nothing but we can take the object distance. This is the object distance. That object distance we are measuring opposite to the incident ray. So that's a next sign what will come negative. That object distance is negative, right? Come to image distance. So image distance is nothing but image distance for real image. Image distance, that is nothing but for real image. Real image means that image is nothing but inverted image. So that image is formed below the principal axis. That image we can capture on screen. So here image distance we can take a positive because So the image distance we are measuring in the direction of incident ray. In the direction of incident ray. So that's why, right, the image distance is positive. Next, focal length. So where focal length of convex lens, focal length is nothing but positive. Focal length also positive. So this is very very important. Focal length is positive for convex lens because we are measuring that distance in the direction of incident ray. Next, height of object. Height of object. Height of object. So that is nothing but positive value because above the principal axis the distances are measured positive. Above the principal axis all vertical distances are measured positive. So that's why, so that image height of the object is positive. Next, to height of image. Height of image. Height of image. So here height of image for real image. If real image means that one will come here negative sign. So all the distances measured below the principal axis you can take a negative. So for real image it will come negative. So if when the object is placed between the optic center and f2, in this case image is formed same side of the lens. So that image is formed same side of the lens. In this case here a virtual image is formed. So for virtual remaining all things same, for virtual image, so height of object is positive only, but height of image, height of image, height of image, that is virtual image. So for virtual image, so that is, so here image is formed here. So the height of the image is, we can take positive. Height of the image is positive. So that is for a virtual image. So image distance also we can take a image distance. Image distance for virtual image. So that is virtual. So that is nothing but a negative because image is formed here same side of the lens. That means same side, where which side object is placed, that side image will be formed. That's why that image distance is negative for virtual image. But for real image, that image distance is positive. So these values are very very important. So if you know the sign convention, then only we can solve the numerical problems based upon lens formula. So right, very very important. So focal length is positive, right? So image distance is positive. For object distance is negative, either convex lens or concave lens. So this is a sign convention for convex lens. Right, come to concave lens. So here I am taking we have to discuss sign convention of concave lens. Right, this is the concave lens symbol. So this is the optic center. Right, this is the f1 and this is nothing but 2f1. So this is the f2 and 2f2. Right. So here concave lens is nothing but a diverging lens. Come to convex lens, that is nothing but a converging lens. But convex lens gives real image as well as virtual image. But here concave lens gives only virtual images. So we have to see the sign convention. For example, when the object is placed at 2f1, when the ray passes parallel to the principal axis, after the refraction the ray diverges. So the diverging ray appears, it is going from focus, and one more ray passes through optic center, the ray does not deviate. That means here image is formed here. So this is the height of the object and this is nothing but height of the image, and this is called image distance, and this is called focal length, and this is nothing but your object distance. So these all values are there left side of the lens, means like on negative x-axis. So those three values will be negative for concave lens. So your concave lens always gives virtual image as well as diminished image, highly diminished image and diminished image. But convex lens gives virtual image and real image, right? So here come to sign convention, object distance. So object distance is nothing but negative, and image distance also negative, because these all the values are, we are measuring opposite to the incident ray, or these are all values just to, we can go other way on negative x-axis. That's why these all values are negative. Come to focal length. So focal length is negative for a concave lens, but for convex lens it is positive. So very, very important. Next, height of the object. Height of object is positive, because so all the vertical distances are measured above the principal axis, that is positive. Next, height of the image. Height of image also positive. So height of object and height of image is positive for a concave lens. So here concave lens does not give real image, so that's why it will give only virtual image. That's why this is the sign convention for concave lens. But convex gives real image and virtual image. Their sign convention will be different. So this is the sign convention of convex lens and concave lens. So very, very important concept. So watch complete video ma. All my dear students, watch complete video and share to your friends. Subscribe my channel. Right? Thank you for everyone.